Hi everyone. In today's quick guide, I'll show you how to set up your first React Native app with Expo using the new Expo router with file-based routing. We'll build a simple app with the four tabs, each displaying a centered message. Gradually, we'll add more functionality and features in the future. But you might be wondering, what's React Native and Expo? React Native is a framework that allows you to build mobile apps using JavaScript and React, and Expo is a toolchain that makes developing React Native apps super easily. No need to deal with Xcode or Android Studio setups initially. And today we are using Expo router for file-based navigation just like in Next.js. Let's get started now. First, make sure you have Node.js installed and also Xcode if you are on Mac and Android Studio if you are on Windows. So, to create our first Expo app, we have to put this command. If you are on any system, just hit this command npm create expo app. Let's give it in here in this directory. Let's say expo app, and to initiate it with a template with hyphen t like that and hit enter. So it is going to ask some questions like choosing a template. So let's go with the navigation TypeScript, which is file-based routing. Hit enter. Once it is done, I'll get back. So our app is now installed. Now let's start our development server to see our live app by hitting command pnpm start. When you hit enter, you can see bunch of different things. As we are using Expo, we have a switch to development build. When you press Android or A, it will open it on Android. When you press I, it will open the iOS simulator. And when you press W, it will open on the web. And these are some other things. Now, as I have already installed the Xcode, so I'll press the I to open the iOS simulator. If you want a tutorial on how to install the Xcode and start your own iOS simulator or even Android Studio, then let me know in the comments. So I'll make a specific dedicated video on that. If you are installing at the first time, it is going to install the Expo app on the iOS simulator, and once it is installed, it will take some moment and then bundle the app. Now let me make it side by side so we can see actually its preview. Okay, that's great. Our iOS app is now running and we can see the model and the two tabs. Now, as I said before, we are going to create four tabs in this quick guide. So, first we'll clean up all the folder and all things. Let's just delete this app folder, then also delete both the components and constant folder and freshly create a new app folder. In that, let's create a underscore layout.tsx file. As in Next.js, we have only the layout.tsx, but as in exporouter, we have to give it first underscore and then layout.tsx like that. So one of the important extension is for the React Native to get snippets like in the reactJS, which is called RAFCE, which we use, but make sure you have installed the both ES7 and ES7 Plus, and also installed the React Native tools from Microsoft for debugging purposes. Now, when I hit here RNFES, like that, you can see it is providing us the boilerplate. Now let's just rename it to root layout like this. And here instead of the view, we are going to have the tabs. As you can see here, we have here the root layout text. Now let's add the tabs, import it from the Expo router like this. And once you import it, let's create the individual tabs by creating tabs.screen and self closing bracket. And let's just give here a name as of home, and also under the options, let's give it a title as a home as well. Once you create it, you won't see anything. So let's refresh our app to see some things in live. But why it is showing us these previously things? Sometimes it doesn't work like that. As we have deleted some files, let's start our development server by stopping and restarting again. Once it's up and running, let's reload the app by pressing the R, and it is showing this unmatched route. That's totally fine. So first let's create our home.tsx files. Here we'll put the same boilerplate rn rnfes and just give it a home screen like that. Then again let's create another called profile.tsx, which is going to be the same profile screen like this. Then we have the work.tsx rnfes like this, and also a settings tab rnfes screen like this. And now let's go to the layout and just duplicate these to give them four different tabs. And once you again reload the app, it is not showing as our proper things. So let's go to the home where you can find the home screen. When then we have the work screen, profile screen, and settings screen. Sometimes you have to restart the server or reload the app by pressing the R in the terminal. And you can see we have just these ugly arrows. You can add some icons in here or even images. Under the options, let's give it one more property to hide this header. Let's make it a false and just paste it like here. Again reload the app, and it is still saying us we have no unmatched route found. It means sometimes it doesn't pick up the home as the first layout. So we have to rename it as a index.tsx so it is going to recognize it. And once it is done, let's just reload our app to see things in live. But now it is showing us the index, the profile, settings, and instead of here in index, we are going to, its name is going to be index, but title is going to be a home. Like that, you can make the index file, and once you give it as a name, you can give any title to that screen, which is going to reflect it here. Let's say, as the name of here is a work file, we can rename it to something any whatever we want, and it is going to reflect in here. So let's back to the work, and you can customize much more options in here by adding icons and fonts. In the next tutorial, we are going to see how to add some fonts and all things. But let's just style this a bit more by, let's give it a style as a container, and inside this let's give it a property of flex as 1 and justify content as a center like this, and also align align items as a center as well. And let's apply this style to here. Let's give it a styles.container then the home screen is going to be at the center. Now let's just copy this container style and apply for all the pages. Like this, you can center the text on the whole screen. Flex 1 means it is going to take the full height of the remaining space area above the tabs and taking the whole height. In the next tutorial, we'll see how to add different fonts and icons and more customize it with the active tab. That's it for today's video. We have set up our first Expo app with the exporouter file-based navigation and built a simple 4-tab navigation. In the next video, we'll extend this with the more features. Okay guys, so that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and drop a comment if you get stuck anywhere and what features do you want to see in this series.